Hello, hello. So I am back with this is definitely a channeled message. This is High Priestess Jamila. Hello, how are you guys? Hello, hello. Um, I've got something that I want to talk about, and Spirit actually brought this up to me like just a few minutes ago. I was in the shower and I started thinking, and then Spirit started sending me downloads. Here's the reason why you should be harsh and unrelenting. You should be relentless. You should be very, very harsh towards people in your family that are doing you dirty. You want to know why? Well, first of all, a lot of you guys are the oddball out, in your families. Okay. Um, a lot of y'all will usually end up being like the oddball out. Families have a tendency to function sometimes as gangs, to where they'll gang up on you. Okay. Here's what my spirits, the way that they see it. You know the saying family can do you worse than anybody else? That is the truth. And see, people in your family will wonder why you will forgive others outside of the family versus forgiving them. And I'm going to tell you why. It's because of the expectation of your family. Okay. It is because of the expectations of your family and the fact that society and other people will judge you based upon your family. And your family can either make your life easier or more difficult. Now, if you're trying to walk the left hand path, y'all gonna find that out more than anything. But I think that if you are someone's family member or friend, I think people should just start being better towards people, period. But especially when it comes to family, people will judge you so harshly based upon your family. This is the reason why families can sometimes get away with family violence. They can get away with murder because everybody will be up against this one person or these few people in the family. Okay. And some families can be extremely toxic. Your family knows a lot about you, especially your mother, your father, your brother, your sister. They know a lot about you. If they decide to stab you in the back, this can, unless you're doing witchcraft, this can in turn have a negative effect on your life, on your relationship with the men in your life, the women in your life. You have a lot of problems. Family members can cause health problems too. Because it seems like, especially when you know how they say high blood pressure run in your family, why everybody doing everything to make your blood pressure go up? Okay, if high blood pressure and heart disease actually ran in somebody's family, why are everybody doing everything possible spiritually, physically, and in every other way, verbally, to make the energies very toxic and to make the blood pressure go up? If I find out that a family member has backstabbed me, I will relentlessly attack you, especially if you're going to outsiders, if you're going to my man, if you're talking to my husband. Because, see, then you're going to affect our rhythm and flow with each other. You're going to affect the synergy. See, this is why y'all should take that more seriously. Y'all just let them do it. No, okay? We ain't day up in here. Those people will just literally mess up the synergy and the flow between you and your man or your boyfriend or your husband. And then the next thing you know, you feel constricted, you feel conflicted, you feel as though your hormones are out of balance. Okay. They're causing health problems, is what they're doing. And some of those people just want to sacrifice you. If your family member is doing anything to manipulate your love life towards the negative or towards something that is not what you want, that in my opinion, I think if anybody is trying to manipulate you and the person that you love, I think they're trying to kill you personally. Depends on how old you are. When you get up in your 30s and 40s and you just get tired and you get sick and tired of being sick and tired, people that are in their 30s and 40s, they should know better. Okay, they should know better than to not do certain things. So when it comes to family, I don't care if it's an adopted family, I don't care who it is. If they are doing things to bring you harm, you cannot be easy on them just because they family. That's where a lot of y'all making a mistake. Because people will have a negative opinion of you based upon your family, and they'll think that your family could make up a bunch of lies about you. They could totally manipulate and ruin your life if they wanted to. Now, I do believe that these people that do stuff like this, I believe that they have a very, very, very harsh karma that's coming to them because, see, especially when it comes to your mother or your father being manipulative in your life or your sister, because people will believe them just because they're family. People will believe in what they're saying just because they're a relative of yours. And to me, that's not fair, especially if the person has said, hey, I come from a dysfunctional family. These people are crazy. They always doing all kind of stuff, and if somebody tells me that, I'm going to make up my own mind about a person. I would never let somebody sway how I feel about another person. Because sometimes people are just liars, they are manipulators, they are fakers. It's the reality of it. And they'll think, oh, I'm going to get away with doing this. I am going to get away with controlling this person. I am going to do it because, God damn it, I am that person's family. Not. Spirit does not co-sign that at all, because a lie is a lie is a lie is a lie, and treachery is treachery. That's all that it is. Just because you somebody's family don't mean that you can do that. So I would ask my spirits, especially if it's somebody, your mama can ruin your life. Your mother can ruin your life if she wanted to. Because what she can do is she can have everybody thinking a certain way about you, which will ruin your quality of life. And it can ultimately ruin your life. If you have a mother that's doing stuff like that, you ain't got nowhere to go but to spirit. Because if your mama crazy, then everybody else in your life gonna be crazy. Hmm. They'll follow you sometimes. It depends on how cray cray they are. You know, and I wouldn't be easy on them, especially if they family. You mean to tell me that's like the ultimate betrayal? Like if a friend betray you, that ain't nothing. But when a family member is betraying you, then people think they can treat you any kind of way. And see, let me tell you something. All of y'all need to be concerned about your social sphere of influence. This is what is going to make you or break you. When your family members are trying to ruin you socially, oh my God. What do y'all think that is? What y'all think that's about? Hey, objective intuition. Hold on. Okay, so there is no heaven or hell. The universe will die. You had emailed me. Go ahead and get you a reading. I can see that your family really has you oppressed, because I'm sorry, if I love somebody and care about somebody, I'm not just gonna let my family harm them just because they're family. Nah, you tripping. So I'm very fair like that. That's just like if my kids go out there and make mistakes. I'm not gonna sit up there and just I'm gonna protect my kid. Of course, I ain't gonna let you go too far when it come to my kids. But people have to learn from their mistakes if they don't. And then also enablers that, I wouldn't want family members that are enablers of mine, because then that means that I'm not being challenged in the spirit and they're just agreeing with everything. And I'm gonna have a problem with that, because when you striving for greatness or whatever it is that you want to do, you want to take your life to the next level. You don't want limitations. You don't want nobody telling you that you doing good when you're not anyway. Oh, you doing okay? You doing good? No, but when your family members can see you doing good and they trying to do stuff to you to cause harm, where the problem is. And trust me, and a lot of y'all don't see it. You can see it all over it. And it's best to just it's best to just sometimes, first of all, you ain't supposed to be hanging out with your cousins and your siblings the rest of your life anyway. They're supposed to be living their own damn life. That's codependency. Oh, I can always fall back on my family instead of working for my relationships with other people. And you can tell, because a lot of times, a lot of y'all are raised in these families to where it's just all family. That's it. Oh, you can't trust nobody but family. I would question that, because there are people that you can trust out there besides your family. They're trying to, I believe they're trying to isolate you when they do that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Last time I attempted to move, I was in a bad accident. Oh wow. Wow. Yeah. So y'all, and see, when it comes to, when I recognize any family, like any family attacking me, oh, you gonna get that word. I don't care if you family. I don't care who you are. Because sometimes people can do things to you and they can affect you in ways. And see, right now, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Everybody that I've spoken to, all of my clients, what are they doing? They're healing their inner child. Okay, this is the reason why on certain holidays you want certain things the way that you want them. If people are interfering with your spiritual growth, which healing is included in that, and there's some people, they have wounds, they're wounded, and they want to open up wounds in you that don't even exist. Half the time, these people got fears that you don't even fear. I don't fear that, so that's not going to happen to me. you know so family gonna have to realize that, probably about 80% of my clients that contact me, it got something to do with their family and what they doing. And if you're trying to manipulate your family members, because you either jealous or you mad about something, and the best thing for you to do is to leave that person alone. Don't continue to try to manipulate them or attack them. Because I'm just going to be honest with you. I'm under attack by my own family. It's absolutely preposterous. And the stuff that they do is like, well, I don't, you know what? What do these people even talk about? Everything that they do, it comes in through the family. And these are other people's fears, that why they have those fears, who knows? But family members don't have the right to project stuff onto you. Just because you're family doesn't mean you're their slave, or you just subservient to these people. Yeah, no, no. hmm they always twist things and they think it's cute, because like I said, it's a lot of people out there that got that Jesus complex. And see, people be sitting up here tripping. They be wanting folks to die for them and for their purpose, and and you just got to move on with your life and live your life is what. But they can't do it because a lot of people will have these negative spirits attached to them. So when it comes to family members, they're gonna get treated harsher than an outsider because you know why? Let me tell you. Let me give you a perfect. Let me tell you an analogy. That person that was a stranger, they learned that was a learned behavior. Sometimes your family can teach other outsiders learned hatred for you. If the family member had never done that, they wouldn't have created it. So sometimes people on the outside, they don't know how to discern. Should I treat this person like this based upon what this person has told me? Nah, you shouldn't because that person lied to you. That person lied to you because they wanted to manipulate the way you treated, the way you saw a person. But they are responsible. Family has a responsibility to be loyal to each other. And when you violate that responsibility, because I'm big on family, in every lifetime, I've either had kids or a big family. Family has a responsibility to be loyal to their own family. And when you look at an outsider, when you wonder, well, why she forgive this person and she don't want to forgive me, or why he forgive this person on the outside but not me, because you were the principal. You were the deciding factor. The words that you spoke about that person, and a lot of your family members is bearing false witness against you because they're projecting. You were the responsible party. That person on the outside, they don't know you. They don't know me. They don't know no better. But you're wrong because you were the authority and you abused your power as a family member. Okay? So whenever you get through, it's gonna always fall back on you. You can, and see, sometimes your family members, they will get what they call puppets and people that they'll try to use against you. The same thing. What's that movie with Tyler Perry? I think it was Diary of a Mad Black Woman or something. Diary of a Mad Black Woman. Y'all noticed that the role that I think it was Lynn Whitfield. I think that was Lynn Whitfield. She played the mother of that woman and that her husband. And it's not to say that she's responsible. The mother is responsible for everything, but it was obvious that she was selling her daughter to this man that treated her any kind of way because he just didn't have no respect for her, didn't respect her mother. If you a mother, and I done heard of mothers doing all kind of stuff, sleeping with a daughter's man and all that stuff. If you are a mother and you are out there embarrassing your kids and you out there sleeping around with their partners and you're doing all kind of stuff and you're keeping shit up, you at the bottom of the totem pole. Don't nobody care about you. You ain't nobody's mother. I don't care what you do. I don't care if you a porn star. But as long as you ain't out there speaking ill on your own children, that look, you gonna be met with a intense backlash and backfiring of doing stuff like that because men, women, and friends, they are going to judge another person based upon their mama, which sucks. And we changing all of that, honey. This is the age of Aquarius. We changing all of that because there's too many narcissistic mothers and fathers out here screwing over their kids. So you gonna get that harsh work. That's why I don't. This is one of the reasons why, number one, I don't even really talk to my family members. I don't. Okay, I talk to my dead family members. I'm a medium, but as far as the ones that are alive, I don't really talk to them too much. I stay away from them. And the reason why is because I don't want to kick up no shit with them. And then the next thing I know, I'm doing work against family, which sometimes you don't have a choice but to do work against your own family. That's why I don't do it. I avoid it because they're giving you negative karma. This is how generational hexes can affect you because your family can affect you karmically faster than anybody else. And some of y'all trained and programmed to let your family do you any kind of way. They'll send you bad energy and you trained to go out there and blame it on somebody else. And that person ain't even thinking about you. If you have shown yourself as another person's enemy, then you may get put on the chopping block as just a generalized enemy. However, you need to realize that it could be the person sitting right next to you that call themselves your blood, and they think, oh, well, you my little cousin, or you my little brother, or you my little sister, and I do you any kind of way I want to do you. I'm your family member, and I know what's best for you. No, they don't. They don't know what's best for you. They know what's best for them, that makes them feel uncomfortable, that makes them feel comfortable, so that they can placate themselves. Otherwise, they don't care about you. Okay. So, you got to get the family relations together. All this craziness and soap operas and drama and attacks, and see, I'm the type of person, if you disturb a wet dream of mine, if you disturb my ecstasy, I'm going to have a problem with you, because that's what you need to keep yourself balanced. All these older people in your family, they want to run around and mess with your love life, mess with your sex. They are going to face a harsh judgment for messing with people's sex. If they try to interfere at all with any kind of weird perversions, you laying up in the bed with your man, or either or y'all thinking about each other, then all of a sudden somebody come in and say something sick. See, you're trying to interfere with the flow of sexual hormones. That's why a lot of y'all going through menopause, health problems, because they are interrupting your harmony. That's a problem. Exactly. Mind your business. And they willing to do or say anything to interrupt. And see, not only when you mess with somebody's sex life, you messing with their heart. That's why I be telling people, please don't do that. You are doing something that is in direct violation, and you can get some karma for that. So this is why people can't contact me to attack family members. I would never do that. Never. Because then I would be putting myself in the middle of a war. And if that person is smart, now if the person is stupid, or if they just haven't realized it yet, because people can mess over you for years and you don't realize it. If that person is stupid, you may be able to get away with it. But they say God takes care of babies and fools. Okay, especially people that don't, some people, they don't even choose to even be a part of that energy. They're like, yeah, I know them people doing that. Hey, life is good. I'm being happy. They don't even want to be bothered with none of that. But it's happening all the time. And see, I'm the type of person, I have a real issue with people trying to interrupt the natural balance and flow of my life. I cannot stand that. Especially, I'll be over here, meditating or just on cloud nine or chilling. And then all of a sudden I hear somebody talking about me. Does somebody, I tell people, don't even talk about me. What are you talking about me for? I can hear people that are talking about me sometimes. And it just, people should just be happy and living in bliss. They shouldn't have to live like that. And who are you to think, oh, just because you family, you going to take away that person's happiness? Not if they come and see me. Not if they come and see me. Okay. So, y'all better take heed to that. You know what I'm saying? Because, that's where and especially when you got all these bitter women in your family, boy, you end up in no man's land. And that's where it's coming from. It's coming from people that can't accept, hey, they'll be like, oh, I'm bitter. I'm bitter because I got hurt in love, and I'm going to carry this bitterness with me for 20, 30 years, sometimes even the rest of their life. And I want you to be in that bitterness with me because I can't get over it. Something that happened 30, 40 years ago, sometimes 50 years ago. Okay. That's exactly how I feel, blessed one. So, when it comes to family, be right, do right then. Do right by your family. I'm having a very powerful past life regression right now, and I it's a good thing. The one lifetime where I was a mother of four boys and I had sort of like a crazy lifestyle. Like, but when it came to family, you would get messed up if you mess with any of my family members. So there would be no way in hell, unless a family member came at me, there would be no way in hell. So a lot of these people that's running around here doing this stuff, man, they got problems. That's somebody with a mental problem, somebody that got it out for their family and the person ain't did nothing to them. You don't even need to look at that. If somebody going, especially if somebody going after their own child, uh-uh. Somebody crazy enough to be trying to kill or harm or maim their own kid, I wouldn't even want to look that person's direction. I wouldn't want to breathe the same air that they breathe because obviously something wrong with them. They cursed or something, and that's a bad deal right there. Okay. All right, y'all. I just wanted to say that little tidbit. That is and because I don't want to, I've got some readings to get scheduled, and I got people texting me, so I just wanted to say that real quick. And I'm hoping that people start to make better decisions because I'm gonna tell you what's in direct violation. Spirit is watching all of us, and when you actually use the years of your life that God gave you to do harm to others that have done nothing to you, you're not defending yourself. You're just attacking people. You ain't even blessed. You got some stuff coming to you. So don't do it. Don't do it. Stop playing games. Stop attacking people. Stop doing that. It's better for you. Okay? Yeah, yeah, blessed one. Yeah, that's crazy. And see, family members that try to manipulate your children, they gonna have some serious problems. You should not do that. You should really do better. Okay, especially when it comes to your family members. They need to do better. Okay, because and what spirit will do is spirit will take it all back. The and I've seen it happen throughout the years. I've had family members that have tried to ruin me, ruin my reputation, ruin my relationships, and it's a simple ritual and warding off of their energy. Why even do it at all? Why not do something better with the time that God has given you on this earth? Okay. If y'all want anything done, just get you a consultation. Okay. All right. And if you a family member that feel like you out of control, well then you simply need an exorcism. If you feel like, oh, I can't help it, it's just a spirit inside of me that just make me want to mess with something, mess with this one person, you know what I'm saying? And I just want to get together and try to do all kind of stuff to mess with that person's health and happiness and life. And no, that's not going to end well for you. And y'all should communicate this with your family. If your family is out for you like that, out to get you, like I personally, they think that you're going to be upset because they don't want you to be their friends. What I said was deuces. If y'all don't like me, y'all don't accept me, bye. Bye. And what they'll do is they'll try to do spiritual work on you. They'll sit around, they'll have table talk about you. I personally think it's very abnormal for a family of people to be obsessed with one person. That's weird. Like I'm talking about obsessed in a bad way. And once you've shown the bad obsession, people are not gonna, that family member is they you ain't gonna never be the same. That person knows it's you, they know what you're up to, and they're not going to deal with you. They're not. Okay. And unless you want to get cut off, then you wouldn't do things like that. Hey, Ella. Hello. All right, y'all. I gotta go. I'll see y'all later. Okay. Anybody that wants to reach me, my links are below. I'm gonna sit here and get some people scheduled. I am actually booked for today, but you guys can schedule your readings or consultations for tomorrow. Okay. And these people cannot say that they were not warned. Okay, family is everything, and I think spirit really hates it when family betrays their own family members. That ain't good. Okay. All right, y'all. Y'all have a wonderful hump day. Bye-bye.